Greetings. Today I want to speak to you on the subject. Black people talk too much, praise too much, and beg too much. And this topic is very much needed because there are certain things I really want to highlight that is going to be very, very much beneficial to you when you understand why I choose this topic and what I'm trying to get you to understand in terms of when you look around the world and you look at all of the other, say, races of people, if I can put it that way, so you would be able to understand, you would realize that we are the ones who meditate the less. We are the ones who spend time in silence the less. We are the ones who would spend time in isolation the less. Now, on the other hand, we are the ones who talk the most concerning religion, concerning education, and even politics. And also, we are the ones who talk more about which religion is right and which religion is wrong. And also, we are the ones who talk more about a God outside of ourselves. And the ones who are always speaking about judgment. Those who always have some doomsday prophecy to tell. And all of this talking hasn't been producing anything that is productive or creative in a way that it would impact society in a very positive way and help to raise the vibration and the frequency on this planet in the direction or in the place of love. It's always about fair. And to be honest with you, such a mindset has been hindering us a lot because we are so busy being intellectual. We are so busy seeing things from the educational standpoint because of the way how we were really shaped to believe so much in education and to be intellectual. And to like to, reason things without sitting a while in silence and thinking deeply upon it. So, in short, what I'm saying, our people been exercising their minds the least on this planet. And what is happening right now on this planet, it is because of a great imbalance. And it comes from those who are very much greedy and wants to keep everything to themselves instead of sharing the knowledge. And they've kept it hidden for so long that right now, the planet is out of balance because there's so much negativity. There's so much superstition on the earth right now. And it's so hard to get people to listen because they're so engaged in the intellectual realm. In the realm of parrotism. Like same way here other people say and so on. And fail to realize that real knowing is actually having the experience. So what I'm really doing I'm looking at our belief system and how our belief system have shaped our life in terms of speaking doom and gloom over our own lives, because our people fail to understand that true prayer is desire and meditation, and that there is no kingdom that is outside of yourself. The kingdom of God is within you. But because a lot of people have believed so long in a God outside of themselves as a man in the sky, now the truth has come right before them to say, look, it's all about believing in yourself. It's all about the S-U-N. For without the sun, the S-U-N, there's no life and there's no light. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. The universe is all mental. It's all about the mind. This is the age of the internet. This is the age of information. Yet many of our people are still so misinformed or uninformed because they fail to be open-minded. And they always want to out-talk you with their religious beliefs or their educational philosophy or ideology, when none of that have ever helped them to grow and to expand in the way that they would have loved to see themselves and even their country, wherever they're living, to expand in a direction of abundance and prosperity. They have never seen that yet. They continue just talking and never willing to try something different. Never being open-minded for change. Like for example, many of us would have grew up believing that you have to be speaking to a God outside of yourself, and that prayer is going on your knee and begging a God. And so we live our life just begging, which is just talking. And forget about the acting, which is the giving. And all of this was constituting poverty, negativity, insecurity, self-hate, all of these things. So all of this praying and all of this talking in terms of preachers preaching all of these sermons, yet you're not seeing anything different. People claiming to say that they are the chosen ones. People choosing to say that they are the Hebrew and they are the real Israelites. People are choosing to say that they are not black, they are God and goddesses. Yet, nothing to prove such, because you can only know your faith by your works. It's only by what you produce. Action speaks louder than words. You can't be a God and you're not creating. Every true God knows that imagination creates reality, and that God in man is actually man's imagination. You take your imagination to picture anything, to draw anything, to photograph anything. Everything exists in consciousness. And your consciousness is your sense, you're aware of being. Your awareness of being. No one can take that away from you. That's why you must be in control of your mind. But in order to do that, you have to embrace the silence. You have to know what it means to go into silence. You have to spend more time in meditation. You have to spend more time in visualization. You have to spend more time in affirmation. You have to spend more time loving yourself. And most of all, you have to spend more time in nature. So right now, what is happening on the planet? The planet is so overpopulated. with so much feeders, people who are not producing. And that is why our people need to wake up and realize that they've been talking too much, that they've been praying too much, and that they've been begging too much. Now is the time to live in the atmosphere of thanksgiving. Now is the time that your attitude is supposed to be an attitude of gratitude. Now is the time you have to learn to appreciate nature. Now is the time that you have to learn to appreciate the whole solar system, because you're a soul. And there are systems that have been set up to block you from coming to that place of realizing that you are soul. You are light. You are the sun having an experience. A human experience. And you do that by mimicking the sun. Because the sun is a symbol of prosperity, a symbol of abundance. So every day you awake to behold the sun. And you're not seeing your abundance, you're not seeing your prosperity, you're not seeing your expansion in every way in this life. Then you got to check yourself. And if you've not been finding time with yourself to really love yourself and embrace yourself and to get closer to nature, then most likely there's where you are out of alignment. And that is why you're not seeing these things happening in your life. Because right about now, what is happening on the planet, if you haven't come to that place of energy, vibration, and frequency and lift your frequency on the planet, you're going to be left behind. Because you have to learn to use your power to achieve your every desire. And that doesn't have anything to do with talking and arguing and reasoning and how much knowledge you know and how much information you can get. It's beyond that. So since I was growing up as a boy, I see people say they're praying and calling on a God outside of themselves, and everything remains the same. I've heard people talk the same story over and over and over and over of change, and I've never seen the change among our people. Many times they always go back and they talk about Marcus Garvey, what Marcus Garvey say. They always talk about what Bob Marley say. They always talk about what Martin Luther King say. They always talk about what Malcolm X say. No, they always talk about what Noble Drew Ali say. They always talk about Elijah Muhammad, what he say. But then I show you by their action what they saying. And I'm saying that action speaks louder than words. I am saying that we need to produce. We need to reproduce. We need to be more creative. And in this time where they're giving people a choice to make, that people is thinking that it's mandatory. It's not mandatory. It's a damn choice. But it's a very hard choice for many. But let's say, suppose when you make that hard choice, and that choice would mean you wouldn't know where you're going to live, you wouldn't know where your next meal going to come from. You know, all of those uncertainties are there. But you're willing to believe. You can. You see, the man who say I can and I can, both are correct. So my brothers and my sisters, only the strong would survive. And the strong would know that you have to build upon the rock, upon hardened objective fact. That's what you must build upon. There's so many movements. There's so many people trying to make you believe that they could free you. And they could help you. Because they could speak on your behalf. All of that is just a bunch of talk. Too much talking. Then there are those who believe that they can pray themselves into heaven, a geographical place, while giving virtue to poverty and putting more strain on the planet because they're being fruitless. And if I'm a true messenger, I have to speak the truth. When you see the fig tree that is fruitless, that is not bringing forth, and you in your Christ consciousness, you in your Christ mind, you can't do nothing else but cause that fig tree that is not bringing forth anything. In this case, it's a rebuke. Some people don't like to be rebuked. A lot of people need rebuking. It is time for us to learn to believe in ourselves more. It is time for us to realize that money is energy. And only money is an energy game. It is time for us to know that our belief system is keeping us in idolatry. Stop all of the reasoning because you cannot go to the supermarket and use your Christian belief to pay for your groceries. You cannot speak in tongues to pay for your groceries. You cannot just quote a scripture and pay for your groceries. We've been talking too much. That is why I wrote a book called Meditate to Eradicate Poverty. When you start to meditate, you're in silence, you're in talking. It means cut out the talking to eradicate poverty. You see, we were raised to believe that education was the key to success and that education would eradicate poverty. But imagination is what creates education, because the pen, the pencil, the book, the bench, the desk, the blackboard, and even the building called school, it has to first be imagined. It has to first be a thought. It has to first be an idea. That is silence. A thought. An idea. An imaginalak. That is silence. That is secret. And even the Bible tells you that you mustn't be like the hypocrites who like to be seen and heard. He said you must go away into the secret place, into your closet, and close the door. And I'm saying the door represents your eyes, the gateway, your soul. And shut out this physical wall and go into the wall of possibilities. The wall of the creative power that is within you. The wall of the God that is within you. And see things through your mind's eye. See things through the eye of imagination. And if you're living on the earth and that simple truth of believing in yourself and knowing that the universe is mental and that everything is mental, everything is psychological, everything has to first be a thought and everything has to first be an idea. If you do not know that and willing to put that to work in the world, what the hell are you doing here? Then you just been here as a feeder for real. So it's like if you're on a ship in a storm and the ship is laden with all kind of groceries, and in order to make it through the storm, you have to throw some off. That's what will happen, and that is what's happening now. And this is high time for people to raise their vibration. People think if they lose their job, their life gone. No, you might lose your livelihood in terms of your lifestyle. But that is not your life. If your material things been taken away from you because you make a choice, it is because you choose life over lifestyle. I just recently saw a video that someone sent to me with Sadhguru and Ralph Smart. And most people miss what Sadhguru was saying concerning the amount of people on the earth and the amount of ignorance so far. Yet, you know, people are going to turn around and blame those who do it and say they do it and all of that. But the thing is, you don't know. You don't know. That's why, you know, from a very young age, I learned something. I learned if somebody come and tell me, someone said something about me, I would say to them, well, okay, now you tell me what they said about me. I know now what they said about me. What you say. You see? What you say. We have to realize that we can't be living here saying, what can my country do for me? What can my president do for me? What can my pastor do for me? What can my school teacher do for me? The time must come when you have to ask yourself, what can I do for my country? What can I do for humanity? How may I serve humanity? What is my purpose? Purpose is not speaking a bunch of words. Purpose is action. Purpose is doing that which you love to do and knowing that you're calling and that's your purpose and that's how you bring value to raise the vibration here on this planet, to uplift humanity and to teach others how to live the best version of themselves because of you showing them your qualities that you've been empowered with. And I'm saying all of us have been empowered with the power of envisioning, of the power of believing. Even the US money say in God we trust, the in God, not the old God we trust, the in God we trust. And they even put the sun above the pyramid, as the eye above the pyramid. And people still can't see the light. People still can't see the truth. And there are messengers after messengers coming and showing you that the light is within you. Yet people still talking, yapping. We've been talking too much. And we've been praying too much. Church people praying saying this is the last days. Thinking some savior gonna come from somewhere to save them instead of saving themselves from being trapped. We're moving so fast out of the industrial age into a digital age, and people still in the industrial and agricultural age still. It's the age of AI. You have to live the thinking. You've been given IQ higher than anything else, higher than all the animals. You've been given mind and speech. Use it, my brothers and my sisters. Use it. Stop all the talking and start acting. Let there be more action than words. Please. It's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual war. And it's an economical war also. When you raise your vibration, you raise your frequency. You also raise whatever the exchange or the medium of exchange is on this planet. Because our frequency is our currency. It doesn't matter in what form, it's still currency. You can't talk your way out of this one. You only could vibrate your way out of this one. I hope you're reading between the lines everything that I'm saying to you. My people, you cannot talk your way out of this one. You cannot pray your way out of this one. And you cannot beg your way out of this one. Stop begging a God outside of yourself. We have too much of a beggy mentality. Too much of gimme mentality. Too much of freeness mentality. We have got to get rid of all of that. And become more creative. More innovative. Because robots, AI robots are about to take many people's jobs. And this new utopia that you are moving into, they want thinkers. They were real magicians. So y'all look beyond everything else and learn to get in touch with your inner self, which is the most important thing. So my people, action, 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 action. Don't let your right hand know your left hand do it. Or don't make your left hand know your right hand do it. See to it that you tell no man. You see? Silence. Spend more time in nature, man. Spend more time in nature. Spend more time with yourself. Exercise your mind more. Expand and increase in every way. Think big. There's magic in thinking big. Don't think about how or when the thing gonna happen. Think big. Think abundance. You get the power, you find the power. It had to come back. The truth had to come back. For there to be some form of balance. Everybody will not be able to receive it, but I'm saying to you, if you're here listening, receive it. Imagination creates reality. It's for real. Use the power that you can use to achieve your every desire and stop the talking. Be more silent. Embrace the silence. I want to say embrace the silence. Meditate. Visualize. Do all of these things more. Do them more. You see, some people fail to realize sometimes a job that you don't love, because you must be doing what you love. A job that you don't love is you going and wasting time that you could be home, affirming and visualizing and dreaming of a better life. But people want to be congregated. People love to join social clubs. People like to be like the rest of society. People love conformity. But I'm saying to you, you only could be transformed by what? The union of your mind. So my brother, my sisters, black people really definitely starve too much. And they just pray too much. And just beg too much. Because we get to believe in that beggy God. And they give you an educational system that make we believe that we always know everything. And they give you a God who always have to be begging. Who make you feel guilt and shame and condemnation. So my brother and my sisters, please, this is time for meditation. Don't pray to no God outside of yourself. It's time to get rid of the idol. Okay? So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. And I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me, what I'm saying makes sense to you, really resonates with you, and you have a subscriber already, I'm encouraged you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you would like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram at BlackMadGuru. And if there's any way you would like to support this work, because if you feel strongly led to do so, we have a PayPal and the link is down below. Feel free to check out the link. Also, I have a Patreon, and if you feel free to be a part of it, you are most welcome. And there are different tiers and so on there for you also. And we have a course on it called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously, or The Inner Sun Engineering to Create Your Reality Consciously, or teaching you how to get in alignment with the sun that is within you. So if you feel very much like to check it out, it is for persons who are doing it at least $20 or more, that particular course. But the other information are there for you, doesn't matter what you are donating. Okay, so with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, out.